1979, in a special experiment with selected students, Lazarov got the rate up to 3,000 words in one day. In other words, by activating the brain and with still 98% retention. Now, this is a phenomenal thing. It's almost an unheard of thing to believe. But what Lazarov has found is that the learning capacity of the brain is infinite. For example, what Lazarov proved was that it's possible for a person to learn one language per day, permanently. Now, this learning technology is beginning to change the way that we learn. Gentle, classical music, 60-beat Baroque that slows down the heart rate and slows down the brainwave activity rate. So what you want to do is, through music, you want to relax the corpus callosum, relax the brain so that information can flow in through the left brain and into the right.
Who's winning in this economy right now?
The rich. Guys like me. You know, we have gone from having 93 billion, top 400, in 1982 to having 2.4 trillion, 25 for 1. People who, it becomes a more and more specialized market economy. It was an agrarian economy a couple hundred years ago. Very hard, you know, to get 20 times the wealth of the next guy because you were a little bit better farmer. But if you're better at some skills now, you can become incredibly wealthy at a very young age, not because you've earned the money to build one steel mill and then saved it to buy another steel mill. So you get the capitalized value of an idea.
I was an investment banker for 12 years, between 1996 and 2008. It's an incredibly secretive world. No one really seems to understand it. I thought it was about time someone explained what really happens. I couldn't believe the amount of money I was earning. Within about 4 years, I was earning 120, and my bonuses were getting up to 300. And then by the end of it, I was over 600. It's the perfect job for a psychopath. If you look at what psychopaths are, and I'm not talking about Hannibal Lecter here, I'm talking about actual, normal, everyday psychopaths. They are manipulative. They are often charming. They hate jobs that require serious qualifications. They are people who don't show remorse or have empathy. For example, if a company announces that it's going to lose 1,000 jobs, you might feel that's a bit of a shame, but actually in the city we would absolutely celebrate and reward that company because that company is going to be more efficient and it's going to make greater profits. It's an industry that rewards psychopaths, and it's an industry that psychopaths thrive in.
So if you deposit $10,000 into the bank sets aside 10% or $1,000 and then loans out the rest of your money. The way it works is, say another person comes into the bank and asks for a car loan of $9,000. At this moment, the bank loans out the $9,000 from your original deposit. It isn't there anymore. The borrower then pays the person selling the car, and they go deposit the money into another bank, which is part of the same central banking system. This $9,000 is treated as a new deposit, and the process continues. The money gets redeposited and reloaned until the initial deposit of $10,000 becomes $100,000. The banking system just created $90,000 by loaning out your money.